Hi everybody out there, I am Kai Hansen.
I'm Dirk Schlächter.
We are from
Gamma Ray.
And you're watching Metal Blast.
Hi everyone, we are again at the PPM 2013 with no other than Kai Hansen, the founder of Halloween, current singer and guitar player of Gamma Ray. Kai, it's really a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to be here because, to begin with, I really love power metal, but I got into Halloween, for instance, through Gamma Ray. Yours was the band.
No shit.
Yeah, that was how it worked for me.
That's pretty cool.
You just released a mini maxi single, the Masters of Confusion, as a taste of what I assume is going to be the upcoming record, Empire of the Undead. You're going to perform. You're performing during this tour a couple of songs from this upcoming album. How do you feel the reception has been?
Fucking good. Absolutely. I mean, we started the tour when the EP wasn't even out, and it was like jump in the water and make people go to the merchandise stand and buy it, and they did. And when the album was out, then more and more people started singing along, and it's been going really good.
We have a visitor. It's really nice to have you with us here today. How are you?
Who are you?
Yes, who are you, please? Are you in the management or something?
Yeah.
If you were to define this upcoming album in one word, how would you do it? I mean, if you put it in comparison with Majestic, for instance, No World Order was more of a traditional heavy metal album.
I have a feeling that this one's going to be more trashy.
What trash?
But that's more, like my thing. Depends on what the others come up with, But we always,
it's going to be diverse.
Yeah, right.
In some way. But also it's going to be still the Gamma Ray style.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned thrashy because on the one hand, you're one of the best bands when it comes to, well, of course, heavy metal, but also power metal in particular. You're using thrash, which is another very German style of music. In my opinion, I mean, nowadays one of the best thrash bands by far would be Creator.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
no shit. Absolutely.
I mean, I
love the latest album, Phantom Antichrist.
The thing is that one of those few bands that started thrash and said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna continue doing it. We're not gonna try to soften it up for anybody." Would you say that Creator is a big influence in you when it comes to thrash metal?
Not really. I mean, it's like we started with them. They started right after. Like when it was funny because we were signed with Halloween already, and then the label signed Creator. And when I listened to it the first time, I was saying, "Are you fucking serious? I mean, this is bullshit. You cannot sign it, really. No offense, but I thought it was crap." But
Kai Hansen tried to keep a job from Creator.
No, I mean, I just given an honest opinion on what I thought at that time. But later on, I really found. Because, I mean, we all learned, and Creator has become a fucking great band. It's so awesome.
It also has to do with what your background is at first. Like, I remember my first exposure to Creator was their album Endorama, and I honestly hated it right away. I couldn't deal with it. And then it grows into...
you have to grow with it. I mean, I knew Slayer, Venom, and stuff like that. And that was kind of the peak of things there. So Creator in the beginning was not living up to that. But meanwhile, yeah.
Are you going to be doing a headlining tour, a club tour for Empire of the Undead?
Definitely.
What? If you're going to be doing a headlining tour for Empire of the Undead, the upcoming album?
Of course.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, and
we're gonna come up with something. Yeah.
This will happen.
No, we're not gonna go to a club tour. We're gonna do a stadium tour.
Stadium.
Because this album is gonna be so good.
That's gonna happen March, April, I think, in 2014.
What was why did you decide to do again the Hellish Rock Part II? I remember I saw it back in 2008, really loved it, and I thought that it was a one-time opportunity, that it was never going to happen again.
Yeah, it was a nice idea.
Yeah, that was.
And then we met again, the next tour Halloween did, we met again in Hamburg, and we all sat together, and they said, well, we have a nice tour right now, but last time it was more fun with you guys, so we could do this again. And then beginning of
for some reason it was already, when we ended the first part, everybody was kind of, oh man, you know, this was so good. It's so sad that it ends. Hey, we have to, because it was so successful and it was so much fun. Everybody said we, you know, have to do a part 2 in sometime, but nobody knew when. And this time now the opportunity came, and we just took it and said, yeah, let's go for it. No reason not to do it.
You mentioned that the song Empire of the Undead is not a new song. It's actually a song that is...
Yeah, it's kind of not a new song, because the origins of this song were back in 1980, when I was still together with Pete, under the name under the name Second Hell, and we had the song Empire of the Undead, and the riff and the bridge are basically what they were that time, you know. And we made some adjustments in the arrangements and playing stuff, and because I thought it was cool. The whole vibe of the song is kind of really rough and raw, and it's got this 80s classic metal thing.
Does it often happen that you have a lot of songs in the back burner, stuff that you already have pretty much done, or you have a big, I mean, all the elements for a song, you say, you know what, not now, maybe later?
Yeah, it does happen. Yeah. Many times, yeah.
Well, sometimes, I would say.
Do you think that Halloween became what it is now in spite of not being with you, or because you were not with them, it allowed them to take that direction?
My God, you know, it's so speculative to say what Halloween would be now if I was in, and so on, blah, blah. I don't really know, but I think that they're taken a really good way. I really like the latest album. They write great songs, and it's cool, you know.
I was mentioning to Kai at the beginning that I actually got into Halloween through Gamma Ray. My first exposure to this was Gamma, so for me it was always first Gamma. Halloween was always coming second for me, so it wasn't a matter of just comparing.
That's the way it should be, yeah, sure.
But you know, you clearly are all friends. But does the chemistry still work well when you're on stage? Is it complex to start? Okay, now it's just two very big bands. Let's get all of us on stage together.
That's it. That's the idea. Yeah, absolutely. You know, okay, for me it's always, you know, being with Vicky and Marcus, because we're all band pals who started up this thing. That's like the special part, and the rest is just the fun thing of, you know, putting us all on a stage and making a heavy metal big band.
What are the plans now with Unisonic?
Unisonic is for me at the moment on ice, because I'm too busy with Gamma Ray, and there'll come a time whenever we're done with the album and the touring for it, we'll move into the other world again for a while. And
I must say that last Friday Avantasia was playing here, and I was really crossing my fingers that I was going to see you show up on stage and do something.
Oh, okay. No. So impossible.
You think that collaboration? Yeah, of course, because of the Hellish Rock Tour. But do you think that collaboration is over and done with, or there's still?
I don't know. You know, it's maybe not up to me to
so
say.
Tobias always does what comes into his mind.
I mean, he plans the things, and whatever he's like.
He asks people. He has a vision, and he does it.
Yeah, that's it.
What can we expect from this upcoming album now, Empire of the Undead?
Is that something diverse, something Gamma Ray, something that we don't even know what is in the end going to be like? I mean, Master of Confusion, Empire of the Undead is in terms of my cup of tea, the direction I want to go, and I don't fucking know what the others come up with, and we put it all together and cook it up, and then see what happens.
Yeah. Make a good meal.
This tour is mostly Skeleton Majesty's songs. Why did you decide to go for that one instead of a compilation of the best?
Because we don't want to get bored with ourselves. We don't want to bore people, and we said it's better to do something different for a change, and not play Rebellion and Dreamer and Land of the Free over and over.
But actually, we did a really nice mixture.
Yeah.
On this tour, because the Skeleton is the last release, and so we play these songs. We still have the last studio album, the To the Metal. We play these songs, and we play new stuff. So what more?
Right.
What more?
Yeah, 1 hour more. on him.